Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party and my buddy Rhett. Hey Rhett, like she's excited about her almond this morning. There you go, sweetie. So she should make pretty quick work of that. Um, we've gotten basically we added a new feature, and that is delete. And as part of delete, we added a couple other features, and one of them is like reflow. And reflow, I kind of dawned on me this morning, is sort of a two concepts that are sort of merged into one. One concept is um, to basically put new items in a uh, uh, one of them is like to just whenever a new item is added, just basically arrange all of the visualizations um, based from lowest to highest, to just piece by piece by piece, just add them all, just add it in like whatever, in whatever order. But if reflow is off, then it's supposed to add it towards the end. And I believe also one is like during one mode, if you resize the screen, it resizes with it, and if it doesn't, it like holds them fixed in place. And actually, I think those are two different things. And it was so funny because when I was sort of thinking through it this morning, I thought these words were going to come a lot easier, but it is actually very confusing. Um, and that's what you run into a lot when you're trying to code. But anyway, since this is the first time I've been working on end-to-end testing in this sort of like, I went to fix the bug, updated the unit tests for the bug fix, and now I'm back to um, end-to-end testing. npm, the way I do it is run and then Cypress and open, and that's just because I have an open Cypress in my package.json. So this guy, see, this matches this command in here. And the reason I like to do it that way is because it ensures that everything is maintained within the correct scope. So it's not going to try to find some version of Cypress I may have uh, installed globally. It'll open the one that I have installed locally. That's basically represented in my node modules. So I personally like running things within npm. Cypress does take a minute to open up, but and basically right now I want to just make sure that none of my new changes broke any of the existing Cypress tests. And then once we've proven that, once we have that, all the existing Cypress tests fixed, which I don't think there'll be any broken ones, but once we have it all ready, then I need to add a couple of different um, new Cypress suites. Configure. We definitely need to at least add one suite for reflow and one suite for delete, at least. Okay, so now I'm just starting it up, and this will take over my whole monitor. So I reduce it. All right, home. Home should be fine. I think they'll all be fine, actually. And it is looking for the application to be running on my local host at 4200, and I'm pretty sure that is what I'm doing. Huh. Yeah, see, localhost 4200 is in fact running. Oh, I think we have something going on over here. There we go. So that one passed. So now we're going to run the next one, 002 viz. That passed. spacing, past keyboard. I think this is the most complex of them. So I think if reflow is off, that doesn't happen what we just saw with all those being there. So it looks like that when passed in routing. I feel like I should do some sort of thing because I feel like routing is just going to keep getting moved because I think routing should either be first or last. Almost maybe I should make it like 0, 1, 0. Or maybe 106 or 100 for routing. You know what? I think that makes sense. I think I'm going to rename routing to 100. All right. Yeah, I think all I do is, can't remember if this gets, if I think it just looks in the folder. I hope. So I'm naming this 100 routing. I think routing is always going to be like the end. So maybe, like the tens will be for, I don't know. But anyways, I do feel like I need to put some thought into that. Okay, so, yep. And, oh, good. I think it just complained that was the one it was trying to do is gone, and we're good. All right, so that is one change. Then we want to add a new 006, which that should make some interesting get, like it's going to just show the whole thing being redone. But okay, so 006 is going to, oh no, because it's a different file name, is going to be for flow, and then 007 is for delete. All right, so, and I think we have been using the tool. Like in here? Did I just close the whole thing? Yeah, it looks like I did. Okay. I think what I have been doing is inside of this tool, I think there's a way that you create basic scripts. And I guess it would be just as easy just to get like the simplest one. Yeah, I wonder if I can just rename this 006 and then change this to reflow. And see, we haven't really actually sat down and thought, okay, what exactly is reflow? We just sort of built something. So we might end up even redefining it completely. And, that wouldn't be a surprise. Although I think I probably should leave it the way it is. And if I decide to redefine what reflow is, then make that its own little effort. Okay, so was it here? No, it's not. I could have sworn there was a place where we say create new. Because This is just for testing. Let me do this. Oh, no, here's where you create a new spec. That is weird that you do it in the testing part, but so I think this is what we want. And I think it's going to be 007 or 006. I can't remember now. 006 reflow. We might even change that whole name completely. Who knows? Now it's going to create my new thing, which then by default takes it to their website, to the Cypress.io website. Wow, it's still so early. It's only 8:04. I don't know about you, but I am confused. Okay, so was it up here? Yeah, here. There's got to be a better way to do this than the way I'm doing it, but 007 delete. And create. And now this is going to run this spec. Okay, so now we have our two new specs. I guess this would be a good time to just basically, let's see, come in here. Basically, it says describe templates. It passes. Viz component. So I was typically giving it the name up there. So it's in the describe, right? Oh, see, that's one I called. Okay, resize. Did I call this one keyboard? Nope. All right. I'm just going to call this reflow spec. Spec, and then delete spec. And then I guess we do know we're going to want to go to here. So let's just make sure reflow goes to the right place. Dakota. Alright, so reflow is functioning as expected. Delete. See, everything just freaking, I don't know, just works out with Cypress. And I don't know if that was just like like everything just kind of works as you would expect it. So, and that's sort of a side effect of a really well done UI and development experience. I'm not sure, but just everything just works. It just works whenever you're using Cypress. Um, I'm kind of used to like kind of guessing how things are going to work and then writing code for it and then checking it and checking it, and then once you're done checking it, or then altering sort of what I believe and what the reality is, and kind of just try to work my way there. But it seems like with Cypress, it's just always like there, whatever I'm everything just like, okay, this is how I guess it's gonna work, and then it works that way. It's just very it's like whatever they're doing is like so advanced it's difficult to appreciate, because like I use tools like this all the time and they just aren't this easy to use, so it can't just happen. But anyways, so we want to, this is the reflow one, and I think what we want out of reflow is that if reflow is off, and then I add a viz. So I add 3 vizzes, and then come into this view. I delete one of the vizzes, the second viz specifically. Come back to here, and then I add a viz. Yeah, that's exactly what I would want to happen. So it doesn't. It just leaves this as a gap. But then if reflow is on, and I add one. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Then basically it fills in the gap. And actually what it does is it just reacts like acts like none of their previous positions and sizes and all that exists. It just redoes everything from scratch. And I think that is what I want. So, but it's like reflow might be the wrong word for that, because I think that, and the reason reflow might be the perfect word for it, but it might not be the best concept, because there's 2 things. One is, well, okay, so reflow is off and I resize, if I remember correctly. Yeah. See, that's the other thing that reflow does. Reflow does 2 things, but they're different. One is it locks things into place so that while you're working on something, it doesn't move around, So if you're interacting with your browser, but you want the content to stay exactly, so that's one thing. The other thing is when I add new things, I just want you to redraw them in. I want you to redraw them in order. If reflow is on, if reflow is off, I want you to always just act like, to leave everything in its place. Do not move anything. So yeah, so I guess in both cases it is locking. So yeah, I guess it's okay. I've talked myself back into it. But anyway, so what we're going to need to do is be able to come in and click this and then unclick it. And I'm pretty sure that I do some clicking in resize. So let's go now resize is big, so it might not be the best one to go looking for inspiration in. Okay, so then it clicks. And then I think that is what opens it. So let's go back to reflow. Oh, and when I say it, I mean this right here. probably want to get rid of this exists. I think that's going to end up making noise that we don't want. You know, it's going to be like, ah, it passed. And it's like, well, that's not what I'm testing for. I believe this will open it. What? And I'm not looking at the tests. Yep, I did open it. So now we want to click the second one. So yeah, resize is probably still the best one to look at because it actually goes through. So wait for the map menu to appear and overlay. Okay, so okay, so I actually created an add button. So hopefully I created a reflow button as well. The other day when we had to fix all of these tests because they were all broken because there was a second one. Okay. So I did not create a data CY for our, and this is the kind of thing that gets assigned right to a QA, and someone will show them, oh yeah, see, you just look over here and kind of do what we did for this down there, and they actually don't even know what to expect to happen to the application. So if they end up doing it like this, you know, like they're like, ah, it looks the same, especially if they're not using an advanced IDE. Reflow button. And I just want to make sure, be able to like not have to do like an inspect, just to make sure that my new code is in fact there. Okay, yeah, so that is there. And then, and that's working. And Control Z. Okay, so now we have a reflow button. Oh my gosh. Reflow button. And so we want to use this in our 06 reflow. And then I can't really remember right off the top of my head how to do this. So let's go back to the resize. Wait for the mat interview. Okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I was trying to do there. For I is viz count. Oh, viz count is 16. Oh, okay. I had made that so that I could change the number of visualizations that show up. Okay, so and then basically I have to click this over and over again to keep adding things, but I don't want to. I only want to click it once. And I believe what that will do is basically just toggle that thing. So reflow button. I kind of want to hit save, but then I guess I need to hurry over here. Okay, so it did not seem to do what I wanted it to do. Let's rerun this. Oh, it did click it, but for some reason then it closed. Oh, maybe that is what happens. Oh, it does close. So, and then I guess we want to open it again. Okay, so click. And then what that should do is reopen it again, I think. Yep, but now this is not clicked. And so basically I think what we want to do is just test for the existence of the icon. And then, so again, this kind of puts us in a, let's see, app menu. Puts us in a funny place because, like, do we want to actually check for this, or do we want to make our another CY data attribute? And I think we do want a data attribute. So if they decide, and that's me, if I decide, oh, I'm going to change what icon is here, I don't want to be breaking checked. I don't want to be breaking my end-to-end tests just because I want a different icon. So I think this solves that problem. I don't think that breaks anything. It's currently, well, I don't know. Okay. And so basically if we do this now, we inspect. Yeah, see, we see dy, cy unchecked. So now I think what we want to do is, like, the first time we open it, we want to see that the checked is there, and then the next time we want to see that the unchecked is there. So let's see, in reflow. Now this one is, and it's kind of like the very first, the home CY. Let's go back. I don't know, I hate to, like, what am I trying to say? I hate to, like, curse myself here, but man, it sure does seem like this is just going so much faster than and easier than other aspects of this development effort. Checked icon. Let's see. Let's see, I'm a little bit, so like this. And I do think it would be really hard if you didn't really understand what the code was doing. Okay. I'm just going to copy this and do this. For some reason, I'm desperately trying to take shortcuts. That's in my head. Checked. And I think that sort of you would want to do a much better or much more intense naming scheme. You know, I'm just calling it checked, but it probably should be icon checked, and it probably should have some other sort of thing so that, you know, I don't prevent being able to use, like right now, if there's a, I think if there's a, this anywhere on the whole screen, it's going to, it would pass. Let's see. Oh, that did not work. We are on major birthday. Major birthday, major baby watch. I guess, yeah, technically birthday. Okay, so it kind of looks like I might have done it too soon. Oh yeah, I think I'm supposed to check for it after. Well, no. Oh, I need to do it before we actually check, before we click the reflow button, because it closes when we click the reflow button. Okay, so CY checked is supposed to exist. I'm seeing if I can see it in there. Ugh. Okay, that's gonna be hard. Reflow. See, it's supposed to be data CY checked. Did I spell it correctly? Okay, I'm gonna go through the exact same scenario here. Click that. Inspect. Oh no. Oh, for some reason when it's in this checked mode, it says unchecked. Let's see what I did. I just messed up. This is supposed to be checked. And I don't know if it reran. Okay, cool. That passed. Now we'll just check for unchecked, and I think that is, well, no, that's a good first test. The second test needs to be to add and then have it unchecked and then resize and see that they didn't move. And then probably a third test is add, delete, add 3, delete the second one, add the third, add a new one, and see that it went to the outside. And I guess we need to do it for the other, for the reflow as well. So we still have some more tests, and then we'll have to do the delete. I think we made really good progress, so in pretty short amount of time too. Let's see. So that's passing, and I think that's that. I think it's a good place to stop. Yeah, tomorrow we'll actually. Oh no, we wanted to add one more. That's right. I don't know what I did to my screen down here. I hope it's not. It's showing very dimmed, Oh, I bet you it's because I do not have my power plugged in. Man, that was a close call. Man, I was like down to like less than 2 minutes too. I bet you I was about to cut out. All right, so let's do one more. Um, in the reflow test, I'm going to close this keyboard test and I'm going to click on that. I'm going to close home, delete for now. I think I use resize a lot. Click, and now we want to see that it's unchecked. And I will say, I don't think there's just even a question in my mind that these are the sorts of little things that just break, as a side effect of some other bigger thing, and you just forgot, like, oh, something changed from a boolean to a object or something, and now this doesn't work anymore. And it's just so nice having this end-to-end test to just push the button and see, okay, yeah, no, everything's still working. Um, and it's been very, very a lot easier for me than unit testing. So if I had to give a choice between, like, if I could only have one, either unit testing or end-to-end testing on a project, would definitely pick end-to-end testing. I don't even think unit testing would even like compare. Um, but so that I think is like, I'm confident, and I think it's been so much less effort and so much more rewarding, I think. But anyways, happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful Friday. Bye.